sorry, I haven't a clue. The antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Jack Dee.
Hello, and welcome to I'm Sorry, I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week on a visit to Southend-on-Sea. Indisputably a town in Essex. The county of Essex gets its name from the East Saxons, who were defeated in a battle to the north of here in 1016. The Saxons were mercilessly thrashed by the Danes on the orders of their king, Canute the Great, as he was described by the Saxon historian Ethelstan the Dyslexic. The Essex Literary Society was founded in 1831 by Peter Mark Roget, who wrote the famous Thesaurus, which bears his name. At the time, he struggled to find a market for his book and constantly pestered the eminent publisher Charles Branwell. After repeatedly rejecting it, Branwell finally told Roget to stick his Thesaurus up his arse-bum backside. Southend is notable for having Britain's first branch of Starbucks outside of London, which opened in 1997. Before then, the people of Southend had to make their own coffee, shout out their name incorrectly, and then burn a £5 note. The man who designed the Range Rover retired here and passed away recently. He was coming out of a supermarket when he collapsed across 2 parking spaces. The late film director and restaurant critic Michael Winner had a country home near Great Baddow. And sadly, the house burnt down while he was away, despite a neighbour summoning the fire brigade. So that was a waste of a second-class stamp. Let's meet the teams. They are, on my left, Barry Cryer and Sandy Toxvig. And on my right, Miles Jupp and Richard Osman. And taking her place at the desk next to me, please welcome our scorer, the ever-wonderful Samantha. Well, we start this week with a game called Change a Letter, Ruin a Show. Single letter changes can alter ideas or concepts. For example, simply substituting the letter N for the letter M gave us the noodle bar for pensioners, Wagananas. In this round, I'll ask the teams to suggest TV, radio and film titles that would have been substantially different if just one letter was mistakenly changed. So, start with you, please, Barry.
Why do you think you are?
Miles.
Grand's Anatomy.
Richard.
Gove Hurts.
Sandy.
Carl the Midwife.
Are you being perved?
3 Men and a Goat.
Top rear.
Geordie Hoare.
Desert Island Desks.
The National Pottery, live.
Noel's Horse Party. That was the 90s for you.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Mr. Who. Kevin MacLeod's Gland Designs. Waking the Deaf.
Hash in the Attic.
Chunderbirds.
Well, the next game is called Word for Word. Now, in this game, each team attempts to exchange unrelated words while the opposing team tries to spot a connection. So, Barry and Sandy, you can start exchanging your words, while Richard and Miles, you should challenge to take over play if you think you've spotted a connection. So, off you go, please, Barry and Sandy.
Plinth.
Abassinate.
Asteroid.
Bonquette.
Doppelganger.
Oh, that's good.
I've got 2 bonquettes identical.
Fair enough. I think if you've got 2 bonquettes,
Yeah,
yes, I think we
never
can.
predict it.
I will allow that.
Yeah.
I will allow that.
That's a stroke of luck, wasn't it?
Yes. So off you go, Richard.
Glow stick.
Plumage.
Apropos.
Cheeks.
Hovercraft.
Brisket.
Lyricism.
Sandy.
All these words are in a Greek dictionary, and they're trying to fool us by not doing them in Greek.
I think you have spotted a connection there, Sandy. I think you're quite right. And we are now into the elimination round, so it's over to Sandy and Barry, where you will be eliminated if a connection is spotted.
Furore.
Oh. Spritz.
Gauntlet.
Brassiere.
Miles.
Well, I mean, if you suggest to someone that they might attempt to remove your brassiere, as I've done several times, you're throwing down the gauntlet.
Thrown down the gauntlet. Okay. Well, I'm afraid, Sandy, yes, there is a connection there, isn't there? I'm
Very
afraid-
concrete one, yeah.
Very concrete.
Unarguable. Yeah.
So I'm
You've
sorry,
seen my bra.
Sandy has now been eliminated, so it's now down to Barry to come up with a sequence of words. to come up with a sequence of words which make no sense, which in Barry's case won't be a problem, I can assure you.
On my own, this is.
On your own, Barry,
Solo.
yes.
Hubris. Indigo. Jesuit. Kennel.
Miles has come in.
We take our dog to a Jesuit kennel.
Could you give us more details of that?
Yes, it's a retriever.
Fair enough, there are quite a lot of Jesuit kennels around, Barry. I'm surprised you didn't spot that.
I don't get out enough.
Yeah, I'm afraid that, so you're eliminated, Barry. So now it's down to Miles and Richard.
Well, are we against each other? This is fun. Priest hole.
Plunger.
Well, Sandy has challenged that, and I'm very grateful to Sandy because actually I am making up the rules as I go along and realise that there was no one left to challenge. Sandy, what did you spot there?
Well, depending on the state of the priest's hole, I would imagine that a plunger might occasionally be necessary.
Plunger might be necessary in the priest's hole. I don't know about. Well, I don't know if we can. I can't. Actually, maybe we should put the vote to the people. That never goes wrong, does it? I think it's roughly 52-48%. So now it's down to Richard to come up with a sequence of words which have no connection.
Okay. Rocket. Chummy.
Sandy again.
I imagine if you're in a rocket with somebody, you've got to be quite chummy. They're small. They're a confined space.
You don't get in a rocket though, do you? You get in the capsule at the top of a rocket.
Ooh, pedant.
If you were an astronaut, you wouldn't be saying pedant. You would say thank you very much for that information.
I thought you were using rocket as a verb and said, I imagine if you're going to rocket somebody, you'd be quite chummy with them.
Oh.
No, I misheard it,
Yeah.
so I simply misheard it.
But no, I think, Jack, that means you win.
Yeah.
I'll buy that. Thank you very much. Okay, well, we come now to the round called Celebrity in a Box, and the rules are self-explanatory. So let's meet today's celebrity, and we're honoured to welcome His Royal Highness Prince William, Duke of Cambridge. Welcome, Your Royal Highness. I know you're a very busy man, so without further ado, can I ask you to step into the box? Thank you, and there we are, our celebrity in a box. On to the next round. Okay, the next round takes as its inspiration the world of games. Now, who here hasn't looked at a Monopoly box lid, read 8 years plus and thought, well, that's way too bloody long? The idea is that one team will play a favourite game of theirs, after which the opposing team should attempt to guess the name of the game that they're playing. So, Barry and Sandy, you can start, and the title of your game will now be advertised to the audience via the laser display board. And for listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Gluedo. Gluedo.
Are you ready?
Yes, Barry and Sandy.
Okay, my turn to guess this time. Was it Professor Gum in the craft room with the epoxy resin?
No, it wasn't.
Was it Colonel Yoo-Hoo in the bicycle shed with the rubber cement?
No, it wasn't him either.
Then I'm stuck.
Good game, eh?
Not to be sniffed at.
Could it possibly be Gluedo?
So your turn to play a game, Richard and Miles, and the title of your game is now being exhibited on the laser display board, while here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Desperate for the Ludo. Desperate for the Ludo.
Okay, over to you, Richard and Miles.
Okay. Oh, how long have we been playing this?
2 hours.
If we can just
We're nearly there.
get to the
Right,
centre.
Let's just get it.
Oh, 6. That's so annoying.
Okay, right.
Just get your,
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna
just
get
get your yellow thing to the middle.
there.
Come on, you can do it.
This always
Just a 3.
I know,
That's
I'm
all you
trying.
need.
Oh,
5. I just need a 2. I've got 3 of my red ones home. I just need 4.
Can you roll for me? Because I need both hands to hold the table.
I told you we shouldn't have that 3 bean salad before we started playing. 14.
Okay, come on. We just need to get. You need you've gone all the way around the whole cross. You just need. Come on, go for it.
Oh, finally.
Oh, thank God.
After you.
Faintly lavatorial context, I think. And I think it's 2 syllables. And I'm trying to think of the other one. Now, wait a minute. Shot in the dark. Lou. What can the second syllable be? Over to Sandy.
Is it Ludo? Oh, there's more.
Well, there's a prefix to Ludo was...
There's a prefix to Ludo.
Can I say, people listening at home, Richard has been the one that's hit the button every time.
Sorry, what do you mean button?
There's a prefix to it.
well, you can tell them.
The game we were playing is called Desperate for the Ludo.
Desperate for the... Oh, yes.
And it's brilliant.
Much better.
Yes.
I feel a fool now.
I know. I'm trying to stifle my laughter.
And I'm managing.
This is lovely team play. Lovely team play.
Yeah. Okay, well, in this next game, we take a look at eye-catching program titles. A good program title can help secure a huge audience, as was illustrated by the recent Channel 4 documentary about the favourite biscuits of the travelling community, My Big Fat Gypsy Creams. The people whose job it is to come up with ideas for radio and TV shows can be remarkably lazy with their programme titles, so I'll ask the teams to share examples of programmes where the content has been contrived to suit what someone thought would make a clever title. Maybe we start with you, please, Miles.
Coming up on BBC Three, veteran comedian and ladies' man Barry Cryer hosts a brand new dating and makeover series specifically targeted at the over 80s. That's Snog, Barry, Avoid.
Barry.
On ITV tonight, Beyoncé shows us round a stately home she's just bought. That's Beyonce Castle tonight on ITV.
Richard.
Next on BBC One, what happens when a leading chemist opens 2 branches in the same Surrey town? In These Boots Are Made for Woking.
Sandy.
Tonight, Rick Stein travels to France to examine why the British are so squeamish about some traditional French cooking. That's Rick Stein with Horses for Courses.
Coming up on BBC4, we look at the intriguing case of how one of Britain's favourite comedians won planning permission to build his new house next to a cemetery. That's Let Bygraves Be Bygraves. Later on BBC4.
And on Channel 4 now, a documentary entirely made up of short bits of footage of cardiac surgery in Totally Clips of the Heart.
In the Life Scientific, Jim Al-Khalili talks to Professor James Long about his groundbreaking work analysing personality traits from people's urine samples. That's Taking the Piss this Wednesday.
Tonight's concert on Radio 3 features a group of amateur musicians who are all serving police officers, the London Occasional Law Officers Light Orchestra. So tonight at 8, don't miss music from LO, LO, LO.
On E4 now, the dating show where IT professionals have to win a date and then immediately get dumped in Try Turning It On and Off Again.
Tune in for the new quiz with Alexander Armstrong and Richard Osman, and all the contestants go commando. That's Panelists today at 5.
This next game is called Just a Minim, and it's a musical version of the long-running wireless favourite, Just a Minute. And Just a Minute has run for over 900 episodes and is kept fresh with regular injections of new blood, as is its host, Nicholas Parsons. So, Colin, I'm going to need you to... No, Colin, I haven't finished yet, have I? I was about to say I'm going to need you to keep very quiet until I actually ask you to play the piano. And as... Oh, don't feel sorry for him. He doesn't care about you. Otherwise he wouldn't have turned up in his gardening clothes. And as the minute waltz gently fades away, please welcome our 4 gifted, accomplished, skilled, masterful, adept, ingenious players who are also lively, entertaining, quick-witted, etc., etc. Sandy Toksvig, we're going to go to you first, and the song I'd like you to sing with your usual wit and wisdom without hesitation, repetition, deviation, or repetition is Oh, I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside.
Oh, I do like to be beside the seafront. Me prefer being next to briny deep. Je aime to stroll upon the prom path beach, where the brass pans blatantly on pom teach. So just let me exist along the ocean. I'll conduct life with such glee. And there's lots of girls as well. Me, I'd love sojourning abreast, parallel to Frotham, also the surf.
Going very skillfully to the end of a song. Unfortunately, there's still 36 seconds to go. But Sandy's doing so very, very well. What a marvellous, skillful player of the game that we love to play so much. And Sandy, who's played the game we love to play so much on several occasions now, and also always doing very, very, very well with it. And considering she's actually... Considering she's a lady, and we always treat lady players on this show as if they are equal to men players. Move on, we now have a second song to sing, and I'd like Richard to start this time with She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain. Richard Osman.
She'll be coming round the mountain when her comes, traversing the hillock.
And Barry has a challenge there. Barry, just wait a minute until I haven't introduced you yet, have I, Barry? I haven't been able to tell the ladies and gentlemen that you're a long-standing member of the game and a skillful player of the game that we love to play. And I'm so keen to come in with a challenge, you haven't even let me say my bit, and I'm the chair of the game. I don't say that, no one will know where we stand with it. But anyway, Barry Cryer, who is so desperate to spit out what he wants to say, I'm hoping now that it's going to be kind-hearted and not as vitriolic as it sometimes can be. Dear Barry Cryer, who's been coming here for so many years, he's actually forgotten that he's no longer invited. Barry Cryer, what was the nature of your challenge?
Hesitation.
There was a bit of a hesitation there, wasn't there? Richard Osman came in, a little bit of hesitation there between the words. He sounded as though he was searching for the next. It's a fair challenge, isn't it? I think, Richard, don't you agree? Richard, don't just sit there nodding. This is radio, don't you understand? People can't see that now.
I am strongly in favour of that challenge.
Yes, well, Richard Osman there is a co-host of TV's favourite show, Pointless, where they keep the quality of the show so high by only making 6 shows a day. And that's how they do it. There's a trade secret that he won't mind me letting you in on there. So yes, there's a successful challenge from Barry there with only 68 seconds left to go there. Coming round the mountain to Barry Cryer. Thank you, Barry.
Circling the hill on her arrival and orbiting similar territory, as well as visiting various routes in the area.
And Sandy, a challenge there. Sandy, what was the nature of your challenge? Sandy, been playing the game for many, many years. And a skillful player of the game that we love to play. Not only here, but throughout Her Majesty's United Kingdom, which is mostly England now. But we carry on anyway, don't we? What was the nature of your challenge, Sandy?
I was just putting Barry out of his misery, that was all.
Well, I'm not sure that's a proper challenge, but the audience here in Southend enjoyed it so much. I'm going to give you a 7 and 6 coupon to spend at Timothy White's on whatever you want. It is back to you, Barry, I'm afraid, with another 72 seconds left. She'll be coming round the mountain. Over to you, Barry.
Singing I-O, yippee-happy-E. Caroling J-K-L-O-V.
And the whistle went there, which means that Well, that isn't the end of a round whistle. That's called the mercy whistle, that one, isn't it? Occasionally you have to blow it just to help Barry out. But you're doing very, very well there, weren't you? A seasoned player of the game. We love to play there, but didn't quite get the end there. But we have sadly come to the end of our time with Just a Minimum, so don't forget to tune in next week. And we are indebted, which is why we keep playing the game so much. We have to thank Ian Messitup, who has been so marvellous. I don't really, but I have to say that anyway. So thank you for joining us on Just a Minim. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's very nearly the end of the show, but there is just time to fit in a quick round of Essex Songbook. Samantha tells me she's a huge fan of Southend and only recently spent an exhilarating afternoon here learning from a gentleman friend how to make candy floss in his seaside stall. How they laughed as she grabbed his wooden stick in her hand and watched as it grew bigger and bigger. Imagine her surprise when it flew off before she'd finished, leaving her with a very sticky sleeve. Sometimes I wish Jermaine Greer didn't write for this show anymore. Teams, I'd like you to suggest song titles likely to be popular with people who live in Essex. Sandy, you could start, please.
Don't let the sunbed go down on me.
Miles.
I'm still Stansted.
Richard.
By the rivers of Basildon.
Barry.
And now Southend is near.
Hey, Mr. Tangerine Man.
Don't look back in Ongar.
I want to Braintree.
Nothing like a virgin.
The jazz'll be the day.
How much is that dogging in the window?
Is this the way to Thurrock Services?
It's Rainham Men. Hallelujah, it's Rainham Men.
Amazing Grays.
Leon-C, when you're not strong.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the tarnished tarmac of time is furtively fly-tipped by the cowboy builder of belligerence, while the mouldering mattress of mortality pisses off the persistent picnickers of penitence, it's the end of the show. So, from the team, Samantha and myself, and our audience here in Southend, it's goodbye. Goodbye.
Barry Pryor, Miles Jupp, Richard Osman and Sandy Toxby have been given silly things to do by Jack Dee, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultants were Ian Pattinson and Fraser Steele. The producer was John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Jack Dee.
Welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week in the fine city of Wolverhampton, quite literally the home of loads of people. The name Wolverhampton is derived from Wulfrun, the Anglo-Saxon noblewoman who was granted a land charter in 985 AD by King Ethelred the Unready. Wulfrun was summoned to the king's palace for the charter ceremony to be greeted by Ethelred the Unready, who answered the door dripping wet in a bath towel. He then tried to sell her some of his own brand torch batteries. Public transport came to the town in 1847 with the opening of the Wolverhampton Corporation omnibus service. This served the city centre and then expanded to the suburbs with stops positioned at every mile. Making the journey by bus today, very few of these original cast-iron Victorian bus stops can still be seen, as most of them have been destroyed by vandals, really. Where do these people get off? In Victorian times, Wolverhampton's engravers turned their hands to producing tools to make books and signs for the blind. They have a small museum which includes the least successful sign ever made in Braille. It reads, "Danger, do not touch." Born here in 1930, John Keith Taylor, OBE, was the football referee famous for officiating in the 1974 World Cup final, during which he awarded 2 penalties in the first half an hour. Sadly, his career ended soon after when he suffered a blow to the head, which caused his eyesight to come back. In 2003, the illusionist David Blaine previewed his glass container stunt suspended high above the Wulfrun shopping centre for 42 days. When he came down, having done nothing in a box for 7 weeks in a row, he was signed as a striker for Aston Villa. The record producer, Pete Waterman, is from Wolverhampton. He left school at 15, never having learnt to read or write. He went on to produce records for Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan, which he described as making pop music more relevant. So he left school never having learnt to hear either. In the 1950s, the future record producer Phil Spector lodged here when he was an exchange student at Wolverhampton College of Art. Where he got his musical influences remains a mystery, according to his landlady, Mrs. Doodlan Doodlang. In the world of record production, Spector is widely regarded as a genius. That word is bandied about far too much these days. But not tonight. Let's meet the teams. On my left, Barry Cryer and Richard Osman. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Susan Calman. And taking her place at the desk next to me, please welcome our scorer, the ever-delightful Samantha. We start this week with a round called the Wilhelm Scream, and it's based on this, the most famous scream in cinema history. It's named after the character of Private Wilhelm, who gets shot by an arrow in a 1953 Western called The Charge at Feather Rock, and has been featured in over 225 films and TV episodes. The second most famous scream in cinema history is called the Revel Scream. It's named after anyone who's just paid £9.50 for a bag of Revels at a cinema. So teams, in this round, your job is to present me with statements which are bound to be met by the Wilhelm Scream. If I agree, I shall play it in. You can start, please, Richard.
And next, on Channel 4, it's the Great British Bake Off.
Tim.
Qatar was a great choice for the World Cup.
Barry.
Donald Trump as President of the USA.
Susan.
Now on Women's Hour, poetry about the menopause.
Oh, this is tough. So, Jack, I've been looking through your internet history.
Jack, that shooting stick you're sitting on is upside down.
I'm under the bed.
So, you want to change your pounds into euros. Let me show you how much that will be.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
I dropped some chocolate on my cream trousers and it's only 9 a.m. That really happened to me. It was very distressing.
On behalf of Fulham Waitrose, I regret to inform you we have run out of organic hummus. Barry, it's your round.
Okay. Time now for a musical round, as I ask the teams to play one song to the tune of another. Musical accompaniment will be provided by Colin Sell. And listeners may be interested to learn that Colin has a Midlands musical connection. In 1969, he collaborated with Roy Wood on The Move. Colin says it was just luck he happened to be working on the switchboard at Pickford's that day. So we'll start with you, Tim. And I'd like you to sing the words of Barbie Girl by Aqua to the tune of the chorus of the Hebrew Slaves.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. party. I'm a blonde bimbo girl in a fantasy world. Dress me up, make it tight, I'm your dolly. You're my doll, rock and roll, feel the glamour in pink. Kiss me here, touch me there, hanky, hanky.
That has every chance of being a Christmas Day #1, Tim. If not that, certainly a Boxing Day #2. Susan, I would like you to sing the words of Shirley Bassey's Goldfinger to the tune of the theme from Sesame Street.
He will pour in your ear, but his lies can't disguise what you fear. For an olden girl knows when he's kissed her, it's the kiss of death from Mr. Goldfinger. Pretty girl, beware of his heart. He's cold, he loves only gold.
Susan. Okay, your turn, Barry. I'd like you to sing the words of If You're Happy and You Know It to the tune of the Funeral March.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show. If you're happy, clap your hands.
Sounded like you're putting the bins out. Richard. You now, I'd like you to sing the words of Milkshake by Khalees to the tune of English Country Garden.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like it's better than yours. Damn right it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. I know you want it, that thing that makes me what the guys go crazy for. They lose their minds the way I whine. I think it's time, la la la, warm it up.
Time now for a round called Word for Word. In this game, each team attempts to exchange unrelated words while the opposing team tries to spot a connection. Tim and Susan, you can start exchanging your words, while Barry and Richard, you should challenge to take over play if you think you've spotted a connection. Off you go, please, Tim and Susan.
Maggot.
Bandit.
Porcelain.
Spam.
Jumper.
Richard, you've spotted a connection.
Yeah, I got a lovely spam jumper once for Christmas from an aunt who admittedly was getting on a bit.
Did you wear it, the spam jumper?
The spam jumper, I did, but it attracted dogs.
Well, if that's the case, then I must stand up. I've never heard of a spam jumper, but apparently you've owned one, so it must be true. I admit I wasn't really listening. So over to Richard and Barry.
Aardvark.
Cummerbund.
Susan.
That's Benedict Cumberbatch's original name.
So, Jack, that is true. I admire that interruption.
Yeah, it is.
You had to change
It must have been in my head when you said it.
Yeah.
So over to you, Susan and Tim.
Brexit.
Potato.
Pyramid.
Cardio.
Richard.
That's where I do a lot of my cardio in Egypt.
In Egypt.
How'd you get insurance to do cardio in Egypt these days?
Exactly.
But Barry, you're
So
on
you're on
his
my
team.
team, Barry.
I know. I'm being disloyal.
I go one up from Admiral Insurance, which is Pharaoh Insurance.
Oh, dear.
How Xander Armstrong works with you full time, I will never know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's heavy medication, as you well know.
Yes.
All right, back to Barry and Richard.
Diaphanous.
Lepidopterist.
Hey,
Tim.
Those are two words I don't know the meaning of.
oh, come on.
They are therefore connected, you're right, Tim. So over to Tim and Susan.
Butterfly.
Rubber.
Quadruple.
Coat.
Richard.
Well, just when it's very cold.
That's a good point, you wear a quadruple coat.
Yeah.
Back to Barry and Richard.
Fallible.
Bumblebee.
Oh, and the gong has gone, which means that I have remembered how to end that game. Okay, the next round takes as its inspiration the world of games. Who here hasn't looked at a Monopoly box lid, read 8 years plus and thought, that's way too bloody long? The idea is that one team will play a favourite game of theirs, after which the opposing team should attempt to guess the name of the game that they're playing. So Barry and Richard, you can start. The title of your game will now be advertised to the audience via the laser display board. And for listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Astronauts and crosses. Astronauts and crosses.
So off you go, please, Barry and Richard.
I will boldly go first. X, centre square.
I'm going to take a giant leap here. O, top left.
Careful, Barry. Barry, there's no point screaming. No one can hear you.
Will it have anything to do with space and astronauts and crosses?
Right, it's your time to play a game now, Tim and Susan, and the title of your game is now being exhibited on the laser display board, while here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Pin the blame on the donkey. Pin the blame on the donkey.
Okay, so off you go, Tim and Susan.
Right, Tim, I'll just pop this blindfold on for you.
Okay.
Yeah, you sure you can't see anything?
Who said that?
Great. Okay, off you go then.
Was that you?
No, it was not.
Really? Well, who else was it then?
It was him.
Oh, okay, fine.
A donkey is involved.
Yeah.
You know what? Don't applaud that. We all knew a donkey's involved, and it's. I'm going to say, pin the blame on the donkey.
Well, okay, final game title now being displayed for you, Barry and Richard. And here is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
A game of Dennis. A game of Dennis.
I'll start, I think. Waterman.
Potter.
Love 15.
Okay. Wise.
Hopper.
Wheatley.
15 all.
Quaid.
Les.
Oh, a backhand. Bergkamp.
Damn.
30-15.
Weaver.
40-15.
Compton.
Hugh.
The Menace.
No.
Game, set, and match.
Everyone there appeared to have the same first name, which would be Dennis. So would it be Dennis Tennis? Dennis Lawn?
Game of Dennis?
Yes. Well, I'm going to test the teams on their knowledge of movies next in a game called Complete Trailers. A family trip to the cinema is an enjoyable, if expensive, treat. My advice is to bring your own food, although it's best to sit away from the smoke alarms when lighting your charcoal. In this round, teams, I shall read out a series of interrupted lines from classic movie trailers, and your job is to finish them off, OK? So the first one's for you, Susan, and it's from the film The Thing with Two Heads. The film The Thing with Two Heads. They transplanted a white bigot's head onto...
Donald Trump.
It's actually onto a soul brother's body, was it? Tim, this is for you. From The Wizard of Oz. Many, many miles east of nowhere lies...
Walsall.
It's the amazing land of Oz. One for you, Richard. From Vertigo. A beautiful girl haunted by the desperate, unexplainable urge to...
Marry Rupert Murdoch?
Destroy herself. Barry. This is from Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Incredible. Invisible.
Jeremy Corbyn.
Insatiable is what it was. Susan, this is from Alien 3. The bitch is...
Probably just a woman with an opinion. Get over it.
The bitch is back. Tim, this is from Mary Poppins. Starring the toast of Broadway's musical stage, the incomparable Julie Andrews, and America's fabulous funny man Dick Van Dyke, as you've never...
Heard English before.
As you've never seen him before.
Oh.
And finally, Richard, from Jaws, don't go in the...
Ladies again, Barry.
The graffiti's neater in there. Got the hands free. No, it's fine.
Don't go in the water, is what it was. Okay, well, look, here is some for any of you to have a go at, all right? This is from Shaft. Shaft's his name, Shaft's his...
Father's name.
Shaft's his game. It's a trailer from American Gigolo. He's the highest paid lover in Beverly Hills. He leaves women feeling more alive than they've ever felt before, except
Except he's got to be home by 7, so Mrs. Cryer can use the car.
No, it was except one. The Hunt for Red October. Invisible, silent.
Sean Connery lets one go.
No, it's Invisible, Silent, Stolen. This is from When Harry Met Sally, 1989 film. Can two friends sleep together and still...
Present pointless.
You heard it here first.
Still love each other in the morning.
That's equally nice.
And finally, from Lost in Translation. Sometimes you have to go halfway around the world to come...
But it's worth it.
To come full circle. Well, this next game is called Silent Piano and has something for anyone with an interest in music. For students of music, it features Colin Sell at the piano, and for lovers of music, the piano is silent. In this round, Colin will play a well-known piece on his electronic keyboard, but with the power switched off. Only Colin knows what he's playing, so pretty much business as usual. The team's job is to identify the piece he's playing before the power returns, OK? So off you go, please. Colin. Susan.
Is it C'est la vie by Bewitched?
It is not C'est la vie by Bewitched. Can you carry on a bit more, Colin? Richard.
Judging by the happy smile on his face, I'm going to say Firestarter by The Prodigy.
No, you mustn't be confused by the happy smile on his face. That usually means he's got wind. Not that. And again, please, Colin, some more. Barry.
That's an old music hall song. You can't put Willie where Willie won't go, I thought. I remember it. Colin remembers it.
It's not that. Carry on, please, Colin.
Is it the theme to Heartbeat?
Not that either. Okay, carry on, please, Colin. We might have to reveal this in a second. Susan.
Is it someone trying to contact us from the other side?
Yeah, is it the Ghost of Liberace?
It's not that either. So carry on then, please, Colin, and maybe the music will play in now.
Oh, isn't it rich?
Isn't it rich?
Yes.
Say you will,
Send
say
in the
you
clowns.
won't, say
Yeah,
you'll do what I don't.
Send in the clowns.
Say it's true, say to me, say love you.
I suppose we have to take Colin's word for it that that's what he was after. Thank you, Colin Sell. And,
I've got lots more here, Jack.
Yeah, I think we'll move on. Thanks anyway, Colin. Well, it's very nearly the end of the show, but there is just time to fit in a quick round which looks at the musical preferences of unclean or messy people. Samantha is fanatical about cleanliness and tells us she's forever cleaning at her local YMCA. She says she usually starts with a lengthy rub down in the bathroom with Mr. Muscle before polishing off a tall boy in the bedroom after a few squirts from Mr. Sheen. So, teams, I'd like you, please, to suggest song titles suitable for an audience of unkempt, dirty or messy people. So, Richard, maybe you could start.
For Breezy Lover.
Barry.
Handel's Messier.
Tim.
I should be so mucky.
Susan.
Don't push me because I'm close to the pledge.
Nothing compares to poo. By the Bleach Boys.
Sister Sludge.
Who didn't let the dogs out?
You've lost that oven cleaner.
Soiling. I am soiling.
Please degrease me.
Anything by Bruce Springsteen.
Fields of Mould.
House of the Rising Scum.
She's a cheesy lover.
Staying alive.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the impatient road haulier of time launches the yellow lemonade bottle of desperation towards the hard shoulder of despair, and the pancaked badger of indignity delights the school minibus of disdain, I notice it's the end of the show. So from the team, Samantha and myself, and our audience here in Wolverhampton, it's goodbye. Goodbye.
Susan Calman, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Richard Osman who have been given silly things to do by Jack Dee, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultants were Ian Pattinson and Fraser Steele, and the producer was John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Jack Dee.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us on a second visit to Liverpool's Royal Court Theatre, which has hosted many great acts. Last night, Basil Brush was here. At least we think it was him having noisy sex behind the bins. Founded in 1879, the Liverpool Echo is the city's newspaper which provides a succinct local slant on daily events. As an example, in 1945, it reported the end of the Second World War as Bootleman back from France. It's recorded that Adolf Hitler visited Liverpool in 1912. He lodged with his sister-in-law, who made her living hosting grand social events in Britain's major cities. In the short time Hitler was here, she held only one ball. The other was in the Albert Hall. Now known for the Grand National, Aintree was once a centre of racehorse training, including King George V's horse, Anmer. History recalls the suffragette Emily Davison threw herself under its hooves at the 1913 Epsom Derby and became a martyr for the women's movement. However, it doesn't remember her poor husband, who didn't get his tea that night. The Isle of Man steam packet has operated ferry services to Liverpool since the 1830s, originally using steamships. Today they operate a high-speed catamaran service which takes just over 4 hours. So visitors from the Isle of Man can leave Birkenhead after lunch, and before tea time they're safely back in 1957. Let's meet the teams. On my left, Barry Pryor and Jeremy Hardy. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Rory Bremner. And taking her place at the desk next to me, please welcome our scorer, the ever-delightful Samantha. Oh, we start this week with some new additions to the Uxbridge English Dictionary. A good dictionary is essential for learning the correct use of similar terms. For example, many people don't understand the difference between the words Hindi and Urdu. Well, Hindi is an Indic language derived from Sanskrit, which is widely spoken in northern India, whereas Urdu is something you get in the Liverpool branch of Tony and Guy. The meanings of words are constantly changing, teams. So your suggestions, please, of any new definitions you may have spotted recently. Rory, maybe you could start.
Shingles. Game of tennis with Sean Connery.
Barry.
Brexit. Breakfast cereal laxative.
Tim.
Carbuncle, a relative who only eats potatoes, bread and pasta.
Jeremy.
Liverpool, organ sharing scheme.
Fairy. What cats feel like in Liverpool.
Forensic, overseas vomit.
Incorrect. A password you never forget.
Secular. How the Queen describes her wheels.
Onesie. What the Queen calls a selfie.
Kinship, annoying boat.
Entities. An indeterminate number of breasts.
Apocalypse, get your mouth ready to kiss your ass goodbye.
Bathos, the anticlimactic musketeer. Ethos, the Yorkshire musketeer.
Ebola, Yorkshire rat.
Nectarine, giraffe pate.
Testimony, a load of bollocks.
Battery, place to leave your bat when you go on holiday.
Feckless, Irish virgin.
Dermatology, the study of Irish names.
Aspic, don't do that.
Well, the team's going to sing along with some well-known discs now in the game called Pick Up Song. These days, rare vinyl commands a fortune at auction. The holy grail for collectors is the debut album by the First Lady of Spanish Jazz, Paella Fitzgerald. Samantha will spin the discs, and each of you should sing along to your records until Samantha turns the volume down. If, on its return, you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points, and points mean a woeful lemming-like response indicative of the true malaise at the heart of contemporary Britain. What do points mean? And this week's prize is the latest development in home gadgetry. It's this handy Lakeland catalogue shredder. Barry, you're to start, and I'd like you to accompany Liverpool band, the Swinging Blue Jeans, singing the hippie...
The hippie hippie shakes. Oh, I can't sit still with the hippie hippie shakes. Yeah, I get my thrill now with the hippie hippie shakes. Yeah, it's in the bag. Oh, the hippie hippie shake. Well, now you shake it to the left, you shake it to the right, you do the hippie shake, shake with all of your might. Oh, baby. Yeah, come on and shake. Oh, it's in the bag. Oh, the hippie, hippie shake.
I suppose we've all made phone calls to A&E like that in the past. But... You're next, Tim. I'd like you to accompany little Jimmy Osmond singing Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool.
I'll be a long-haired lover from Liverpool. I'll do anything you say. I'll be your clown or your puppet or your April Fool. If you'll be my sunshine daisy from LA, I'll be your leprechaun and sit on an old toadstool. I'll serenade you till I'm old and grey, which I am now. I'll be your long-haired lover from Liverpool. You'll be my sunshine daisy.
Proof, if proof were needed, you can never really be sure who you're talking to on the internet. You now, Rory, would you accompany the scaffold? Thank you, Rory Bremner. So finally, Jeremy, can you please accompany Liverpool band Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, singing Enola Gay.
Enola Gay, you should have stayed at home yesterday. Our words can't describe the feeling in the way you lie. These games you play, they're gonna end in more than tears someday. Enola Gay, it shouldn't ever have to end this way. It's 8:15, and that's the time that it's always been. We got a message under the ATO. Conditions normal and you're coming home. Conditions normal and you're coming
Of course, what you're not aware of is the incredible amount of support and specialist help it's taken to get Jeremy to this stage. Well, the teams are going to treat us to some acting now in the miming round called Sound Charades. This is a variation on the old TV favourite Give Us a Clue, the show that catapulted Lionel Blair to fame and sadly not into the English Channel. Tim and Rory, you're to start, and your title will shortly be displayed to the audience via the laser display screen. And for listeners at home, here's the mystery voice
The Night Manager. The Night Manager.
Thank you. Off you go, Tim and Rory.
It's 3 words, and it's a television programme, and it goes like this. All right, now, is everyone here? Sir John?
Yes, boss, I'm still here.
Sir Michael?
My name is...
Yes, Sir Michael, I think we know that now. Sir Roger? Sir Roger!
Sorry, sir, I nodded off there.
Sir Alan?
Yes, boss?
You're fired.
You can't fire me just like that.
Only joking. Where's Sir David?
Sorry I'm late.
Did you have to bring all those animals with you?
I'm afraid they're rather attached to me.
Right, welcome to our monthly round table meeting. I've split you into 3 groups. On the right, you're the ones in shining armour. In the middle, you're the Jedi. And the ones on the left, you're the ones in white satin. Any questions? No? Right. Go and get changed. Oh, Sir Philip Green.
Yes, sir?
You stay behind. I'm putting you in charge of our pension plan.
The something night. No.
Election night special.
The night manager.
Your turn now, Barry and Jeremy. Your title's now being exhibited on the laser display board, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Rear window. Rear window.
Okay.
Right. Film, 2 words.
Yeah.
Film.
Hamish.
Your lordship, you'll have had your tea.
Well, I've just enjoyed a mouthful of Earl Grey.
Oh, well. Well, to each his own.
Wait a minute, what's this? Turn round.
Oh, no. Last time I did that, you pinched my cluty dumplings.
What's this? You appear to have installed a sheet of glass in the back of your kilt.
Oh, it's all the rage. It's a very popular look. You ask Peeping Tam.
You might have hung some net curtains.
No, it's the very latest fashion. You know what they call it?
A pain in the arse?
Very witty, but no, sir. It's known as a ...
Doing the place up. Curtain.
Window?
Yes.
Yes?
Rear window.
Yes.
Well, the next round involves expert advice, and despite the many wonders of the modern age, driverless cars, contactless payments, and paperless lavatories, many people turn to self-help books for advice. In this round, I'll supply the answers to a number of everyday problems posed by readers, and the team's task is to guess what the original questions might have been. All right? So you can start, please, Jeremy. So here's the answer. Want to know what the question is? It'll charge much faster.
Why shouldn't you ask a rhino what it thinks about Chinese medicine?
Actually, the question was, what happens if I use an iPad charger to charge my iPhone? So, Tim, here's I don't know why you're laughing. There's nothing. I'm getting nothing from that. Nothing at all. Tim, here's the answer. By the first round. What was the question?
What's the worst thing to do in rehab?
The question is, how can I avoid spending loads on a night out? Barry, start multiplying random numbers in your head.
As a banker, how would I calculate my annual bonus?
Very good, but in fact the question was, what can I do if I'm finding it difficult to pee due to shyness? I just sit here and let it go.
So I see.
I thought it was a way of preventing premature... Oh, no.
Rory, this is the answer. Stretch a rubber band around one knob, then the other. What was the question?
How do I get Boris Johnson and David Cameron back together?
In fact, the question had been, how can I stop my door from latching? Back to you, Jeremy. Start at the bottom.
On which cheek should you kiss a BBC executive?
In fact, the question to that answer had been, how can I peel a banana without having to pick those little stringy bits off it? Huh? So, again, you. I don't know what your problem is. I suppose there's something for everyone, isn't there, in this? Tim, another one for you. And the answer is peeing in the shower. What was the question?
What was the original title for Singing in the Rain?
In fact, the question had been, is there a good way to save 1,157 gallons of water a year?
Oh,
I
close.
suppose that stops you flushing, doesn't it, rather than actually showering under your own urine.
We've all done that.
Yeah, yeah. Barry, another one for you. So the answer is keep it hanging in the bathroom as you shower. What was the question?
How would you expose yourself to a bat?
In fact, it was how can I have a crease-free shirt without ironing it? And finally, Rory, the answer is tossing on some sage.
What got me barred from the garden centre?
In fact, the question was, what will improve the smell of my campfire while also keeping me insect-free? So now you know. Okay, well, here is some for any of you to have a go at. So the answer is remove your trousers and sit on it.
How would you expose yourself to a bat?
Part 2. In fact, the question had been, how would gardeners of old recommend you check the warmth of the soil before sowing your seeds? I can tell you that does not stand up in court. Another one here. The answer is a mixture of urine, leftover wine, and water. What was the question?
What becomes of the broken-hearted?
It was, what can I give to my plum tree to accelerate its growth? And the next answer is this. Hollow out a baguette and stick it in...
How do you smuggle a courgette out of a boulangerie?
That's very good. In fact, it had been, what's a good way to smuggle a bottle of my favourite drink into a festival or outdoor event? Here's another one. The answer is static for a whole day. What was the question?
What's better than Radio 1?
In fact, it'd been, is there anything I can display on my plasma TV screen that will remove an image which has become burnt into the screen? All right, here's the answer. A plant, mister. What's the question?
What's that growing in that pot, Sonny?
It's actually the question of being, what would I use to ensure my plant seeds settle into the compost? And the next answer is this. It reduces shrinkage by up to 50%.
What's the advantage of a heated swimming pool?
Actually, the question is, what is the point of running my bacon under cold water before cooking it? That was what it was.
What? Oh.
And finally, the answer is a chapstick.
What's a chap's favourite thing to play with?
So the question actually had been, what can I use to stop the pain of a paper cut? A little rub from a chapstick on the affected area will do the trick.
If you can find a chap who's willing.
All right, well, it's all right, it's music time again with Swanee Kazoo. This is where the team's duet to combine the angel's sigh of the Swanee whistle with the angle grinder rasp of the kazoo. And these two instruments famously combined on the 1984 album Music to Wear Earplugs To, released by Guantanamo Bay Records. At the piano, we have Colin Sell. Listeners may be interested to learn Colin has a Beatles connection, as in 1969 he had an Apple record published. His Apple record was eating 17 Cox's Pippins in an hour. Listeners tired of the traditional acoustic kazoo sound will be pleased to hear that this week I've taken delivery of our very first electric kazoos, which the teams will be getting to grips with for the first time today. All right, so, yeah, very exciting moment. Barry and Jeremy, you can start, and I'd like you to provide us with a rendition of Telstar by the Tornadoes to feature Barry Cryer on the electric kazoo and Jeremy Hardy on the Swanee whistle. You have got to be bloody joking. All right, so it's now Rory and Tim's turn. Before you do yours, I have a little bit of administration here. We spent so much on the electric kazoos, we've only got one of these DI boxes, so I have to now, so that Rory can play, I have to unplug Barry, which is...
I think it's a mercy, really.
Yes. It's what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not resuscitate. Yes.
Wasn't going to. Tim and Rory, I'd like you to provide us with a rendition of I Can't Get No Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones to feature Rory Bremner on the electric kazoo and Tim Brooke-Taylor on the Swanee whistle. It's very nearly the end of the show. There is just time in honour of Wimbledon fortnight to fit in a round of Tennis Film Club. And Samantha tells us she had an illustrious tennis career and has fond memories of her Wimbledon playing days, sweatily changing ends with Martina Navratilova before being seeded by Boris Becker after pulling off a powerful two-hander in the mixed doubles. Happy days. Well, teams, I'd like you to suggest film titles likely to be popular with an audience of tennis fans. So you can start, please, Rory.
From Russia with Drugs.
Barry.
Hello, Volley.
Tim.
Yvonne Goulagon with the wind.
Jeremy.
Bjorn Borg on the 4th of July.
Who's afraid of Virginia Wade?
The 7-year Djokovic.
How clean was my volley?
LTA Confidential. That was with Kim Slazenger.
The Guns of Navratilova.
Who framed Roger Federer?
The Umpire Strikes Back.
Bring me the head tennis racket of Alfredo Garcia.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the pool attendant of time holds aloft the fishing net of fate, while the hot tub of hope has been cleared by the toddler's turd of eternity, You notice it's the end of the show. So from the team, Samantha and myself and our audience here in Liverpool, it's goodbye. Goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Jeremy Hardy, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Rory Bremner have been given silly things to do by Jack Dee, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. Programme consultants were Ian Pattinson and Fraser Steele, and the producer was John Naismith.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Jack Dee.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week on our visit to historic Colchester in the fine county of Essex. Around the year 60 AD, Colchester was attacked by Boadicea, queen of the Iceni, the tribe that rose in revolt against Roman rule for centuries. She's been known as Boadicea, but a group of Cambridge linguists recently insisted, from a study of Proto-Celtic languages, that Boadicea must be pronounced Boudica. What a bunch of tockers. The next significant event in Colchester occurred in 1846 with the arrival of the railway. The new line connected London to Ipswich, which meant that a standard time zone had to be adopted. Until then, if it was noon in London, it was 12:15 in Colchester, while in Ipswich, the little hand was on 1 and the big hand was on 5. Actually, you know, the people of Ipswich don't find jokes like that especially funny. They say they can count the times they've laughed at them on the fingers of one hand. So 7, then. Colchester is home to the headquarters of the Model Railway Enthusiasts Society. They currently have a special offer on lifetime membership, which comes with unlimited virginity. The curator of Colchester's Roman Life Museum, Arthur Williams, insists on living like a Roman, has changed his name to Artus Villius, and even talks to his family and tells jokes only in Latin. Sado. Sadas, Sadat, Sadamus, Sadatis, Sadant. But he's not alone here in telling 2,000-year-old jokes. Let's meet the teams. On my left, Barry Cryer and Tony Hawks. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Pippa Evans. And taking her place at the desk next to me, please welcome our scorer, the ever-delightful Samantha. Well, we start this week with a game based on unsuccessful products. Despite huge marketing campaigns and the best of intentions, some products are doomed to fail. Take, for example, Sainsbury's ill-fated condom for life. So, teams, I'd like you to suggest some products that never caught on with the public. Barry, you can start.
Pot poodle.
Tim.
Samsung Galaxy Firelighters.
Pippa.
KY Jelly Babies.
Tony.
Anti-inflammatory condoms.
A boil in the bag.
Baby ejector seats.
The Anal Bee electric toothbrush.
The combined lightning rod and selfie stick.
S&M's.
Fingerless surgical gloves.
Loo paper rental.
Well, time now. Time now for a musical round, as I invite the teams to play one song to the tune of another. Musical accompaniment is provided by our veteran pianist, Colin Sell. Incidentally, listeners may be interested to learn that Colin had an astonishing 7 hits in a single year. Yes, he's had to completely redesign his website. Okay, we will start with you, Tim. I would like you to sing the words of Hanky Panky by Madonna to the tune of Loch Lomond.
Some girls, they like candy and others like to grind. I'll settle for the back of your hand somewhere on my behind. Treat me like I'm a bad girl even when I'm being good to you. I don't want you to thank me, you can just spank me. Some guys like to sweet talk and others they like to tease. Tie my hands behind my back and ooh, I'm in ecstasy. Don't slob away with kisses, I can get that from my sisters. Before I get too cranky, you better like Hanky a Panky.
Barry, you're next, please. I'd like you to sing the words of your pink toothbrush to the tune of On the Street Where You Live.
You're a pink toothbrush, I'm a blue toothbrush. Have we met somewhere before? You're a pink toothbrush, and I think toothbrush that we met by the bathroom door. Glad to meet toothbrush, such a sweet toothbrush. How you thrill me through and through. Don't be hard toothbrush on a soft toothbrush, 'cause I can't help loving you every time I hear you whistle. It makes my nylon bristle.
Barry Priors, that's marvellous how you can still get up to those high notes. The trouble is, you can't remember what he went up there for. Your turn, Pippa. I'd like you to sing the words of Combine Harvester by the Wurzels to the tune of Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
I drove my tractor through your haystack last night. I threw my pitchfork at your dog to keep quiet. Now something's telling me that you're avoiding me. Come on now, darling, you got something that I need. 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now. Let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres and you got 43. Now I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key now.
Pippa. Thank you, Pippa. She sounds so different on Gardener's Question Time. And finally, Tony, I'd like you to sing the words of Rehab by Amy Winehouse to the tune of By the Light of the Silvery Moon.
They tried to make me go to rehab. I said, no, no, no. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, you'll know, no. No, I ain't got the time. And if my daddy thinks I'm fine, he tried to make me go to rehab. I won't go.
Tony. Well, the next game is called Word for Word, and it's all about words. The Matua tribe in Equatorial New Guinea have no word for no, although, interestingly, the Matua women have 49 words for headache. In this game, each team attempts to exchange unrelated words while the opposing team tries to spot a connection. So Tim and Pippa, you can start exchanging your words, while Barry and Tony, you should challenge to take over play if you think you've spotted a connection. Off you go, please, Tim and Pippa.
Dustbin.
Gyrate.
Crumpet.
Fisherman's friend.
Buttock.
Tim, you noticed the connection there between fisherman's friend and buttock.
But call me Tony.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I agree. If I may, Tony.
You wouldn't have a fisherman's friend without buttocks. So, you'd kind of say, no, I don't want you as my friend. So there's a kind of connection there.
That's a sort of a negative connection, though, that you wouldn't have a fisherman's
It
friend.
is. Yeah, fortunately, it was Tim that challenged.
Yes. I'm afraid you've lost 2 points there, Tim, and it's over to Tony. Tony Barry.
Shall we start?
Yes. Tim.
Hesitation.
Corporal.
Eugenics.
Glove puppet.
Jig.
What?
Jig.
Repetition.
Your challenge was repetition, was it? I feel you tricked them into that. So it's over to you, Tony and Barry.
Abacus.
Thrusting.
B-Day.
Blunder.
Coria.
Tim.
I once had a thrusting B-Day blunder, and I don't really want to talk about it.
Well, oh, goodness. Now, that gong tells me that I have successfully come up with a way of ending that game. Well, the next round is all about the world of medicine. The NHS today is often in the news for long patient waiting lists and chronic overcrowding, but I have it on very good authority that the local hemorrhoid day clinic always has plenty of free seats. In this round, one team has developed an obscure condition which the other team should attempt to diagnose. And we'll start with you, Tim and Pippa. The identity of your complaint is now being displayed to the audience via the laser display screen. And for listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Tim and Pippa think they're the M25. Tim and Pippa think they're the M25.
Off you go, Tim and Pippa.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. What seems to be the problem?
Is it cold in here? It's probably just me. I've got terrible circulation.
I'm a bit worried about my shoulders.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, Tim, they're very hard.
Yeah. I'm always close to a breakdown.
Nice bollards, Tim.
Thanks.
I think you're suffering under the apprehension that you believe you are a motorway.
Yes.
Oh.
Specifically, was it the M25?
Yep.
The M25.
Yes.
Okay, your turn to be patients, Barry and Tony, and again, the identity of your mystery medical condition now be displayed. And here is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Barry and Tony think they're cats. Barry and Tony think they're cats.
Do come in.
Welcome to you. Hello. I go to the doctors a lot. Hello. What seems to be the trouble?
Well, do you have a problem?
Sorry, are you talking to us?
You've got to tell us what the problem is, otherwise we can't help you.
Actually, I think I'll take a stroll over here. No reason.
What is the matter with you? What is the problem?
The sofa looks comfy. I can
give that a right seeing to.
Right. What are you? Just tell us what the problem is. Just a straight answer.
We just want to live here, really.
Yeah, we were wondering whether we might come and live here. We wanted to see what you have to offer.
Yeah, we don't want to be hasty. I mean, there's other ones we've got to see as well, aren't there?
I'll be honest, I've got no idea what it's
I'm in shock. I was nearly hit by a milk float yesterday. I could have died.
You're always saying that.
No, I'm not.
I've heard you say it at least 8 times.
Oh, wait a minute.
Have you got any milk?
I think I know it.
Well, that's pretty lucky. 8 out of 10 places never have any milk.
Do you think you're cats?
Okay, next up is a quickfire round called the yes-no interlude. So, Tim, can you name the President of France?
Yes.
Barry, do you know what the capital of Ghana is?
No.
Pippa now, can you spell pneumonia?
Yes.
Tony, do you know where you'd find a slow loris?
No.
Well done, I'm impressed. Shall we go around again?
Yes.
Incorrect, the answer is no. Next round is entitled Specialist Greeting Cards. The card manufacturers often target certain regions with specific cards. A bestseller here in Essex is the plastic surgery range. Congratulations, 38 double D today. However, there's definitely a gap in the market in the UK team, so I'd like you, please, to come up with special occasion rhymes and messages for events not currently catered for by today's greetings card companies. You can start this one, please, Pippa.
For Granny's 100th birthday. You've reached 100 years of age, so we're dancing a conga to wish you happiness all your life, or a fortnight, whichever's longer.
Barry.
This is to an old gay mate who's just come out. So pleased to hear that you've come out. Not telling has been such a strain. Just sorry that your agoraphobia meant you had to go back in again.
Tony.
This is on the occasion of your wife leaving you for another woman. You had a lovely marriage, shared such special days. Just a shame you didn't notice that she liked to swing both ways.
This is wishing somebody best of luck on their travels. You like to travel when you're bored, somewhere close but still abroad. But now something comes and completely wrecks it. Yes, you're right, it's bloody Brexit.
This is congratulations on starting a media studies degree course. Your future's sorted. 3 whole years of study and enjoyment, then £50,000 of debt and long-term unemployment.
This is congratulations on becoming a cyclist. Roses are red, and if the traffic lights are, just ignore them.
On moving to the flat below Brian Blessed. Silent night, holy night, Gordon's alive! That gave you a fright.
Commiserations card to somebody losing their BHS pension.
Oh, God.
It's not just you that's losing lots. What about me, I mean? Right now, I'm down to my last 3 yachts. Yours ever, Philip Green.
This is on the occasion of leaving Eastern Europe for a new job in England. Surely there is nothing now, your new life to obstruct. Oh, dearie me, there's Brexit. Now you're really... Actually, I'm not going to finish this.
On losing a winning lottery ticket. I hear you lost your ticket on that night we went out boozing. It brings a tear when I think of the money that you're losing. I'll see you when I'm back from the Bahamas, where I'm cruising.
This is to the owner of a sick cat. Your pussycat's been poisoned. What a dreadful thing to happen. At least he knows now not to use my flower beds to crap on.
Time for a musical game now called Name That Joke. Musical accompaniment will be provided by Colin Sell. Colin tells us he's recently been trying to put together a 5-piece, and when that's done, he says he'll try a more challenging jigsaw. In this round, Colin will play a series of musical clues which fit together to form a well-known joke. Now, the teams must try to identify each clue in turn, and the team which identifies the joke first wins. So, fingers on buzzers. And Colin, can we have the first musical clue, please? Tim.
How much is that doggy in the window?
It was, I think.
Yeah. OK, this vet said to the guy who came in, I'm terribly sorry, I'm going to have to put your dog down. He said, why? Because he's so bloody heavy.
I went to a zoo and I only had one dog. It was a Shih Tzu.
This man was teaching a dog to play the trumpet on a train in Essex, and within half an hour it had got from barking to tooting.
I think it's the joke about the dog that's in the second-hand shop, and this man is wandering round, and as he goes past this dog, the dog says, hello, mate, how you doing? The bloke can't believe it. And the dog says, don't me, I can talk, don't get fazed by it. I'm an exceptional dog, I shouldn't really be here. I used to work in Colombia, I was a sniffer dog. I've busted some of the biggest drug rings that have been going. Then I gave that up because I wanted to give a little bit back, and I came over here and I worked as a guide dog for the blind, and then sadly, my owner died, and now I'm here. Bloke says, this is incredible. Goes up to the guy that runs the shop, says, is that dog for sale? Bloke says, yes. He says, how much? He says, it's a tenner. He says, a tenner for a dog like that? How can it be so cheap? He says, because he's a bloody liar, hasn't done any of those things.
OK, let's try the next clue, please, Colin. Barry.
Is that sexual healing? Nothing to do with the round. I was just talking about earlier. No, well,
it's not doing anything for me.
Yeah, that was sexual healing, wasn't it, Colin?
An older couple, and she said to him, let's go upstairs and make love. He said, I can't do both.
I think it's the one about a man who's very keen on doing some lovemaking. So he goes to the chemist and he says to the chemist, do you sell Viagra? And the chemist says, yes. And the man says, can you get it over the counter? And he says, yes, if you take enough of it.
I was making love to my wife the other night when she said, go on, say dirty things to me. I said, bath, kitchen, living room.
They give old guys Viagra in old people's homes, it stops them rolling out of bed.
What are the 3 words a woman doesn't want to hear when she's making love?
I don't know.
Honey, I'm home.
OK, thank you for those. We'll go on to the next clue to the joke that we're trying to get to. Tony?
Is that the theme tune to the vet programme? What's it called?
All Creatures Great
All Creatures Great Small, right,
yeah.
yeah. So that's set in Yorkshire. So I've got a Yorkshire joke that I think it might be. A man takes his cat to the vet. He says to the vet, he says, hey up, lad, I need to talk to thee about my cat. And the vet says, is this a Tom? And he says, no, I brought it with us.
This old dear had a dog called Bobby, and she'd always pop him out for his ritual pee. And one night she was up west in London having a good time, and she gets home about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and she pops Bobby out for his pee. And he doesn't come back, and she goes out, and he's at it with a bitch from down the road. And she shouted, she got a bucket of water, she prodded them with a broom, And she panicked. So she rang the local vet, and he picked the phone up and said, she said, "It's Miss Barnett, Mr. Viner." She said, "You know my dog, Bobby?" She says, "He'd had it with the bitch from down the road, and I've poured a bucket of water and prodded him with a broom and shouted at him, I don't know what to do." He said, "Bring him to the phone." She said, "Will that stop him?" He said, "It's just stopped me."
Well, in fact, Barry, you've won that round. You've connected the three clues: the dog, the making love, and the vet. So, well, it's very nearly the end of the show, but there is just time for a quick round of Essex Film Club. Samantha tells me she's a fan of all things Essex and recently spent an enjoyable day in Clacton helping a gentleman friend set up his world-famous seafood stall. She says you simply can't beat the sight of his huge, freshly washed mussels, or indeed the salty aftertaste of his award-winning winkle. Teams, I'd like you to suggest film titles likely to prove popular with people from Essex. And Tony, you can start.
Look Back in Ongar. Harlow Dolly.
Epping Forrest Gump.
The Man with Two Brain Trees.
To Kill an Orange Bird.
Bring me the sunbed of Alfredo Garcia.
Pulp Frinton.
All's well at Chigwell.
The Vajazzle Singer.
Chavatar.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the inebriated squaddy of time is ejected from the Weatherspoons of destiny, and the disgruntled minicab driver of fate instigates the soiling charge of eternity, I notice it's the end of the show. So from the team Samantha and myself and our audience here in Colchester, it's goodbye. Goodbye.
Larry Pryor, Tony Hawks, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Pippa Evans have been given silly things to do by Jack Dee, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. Programme consultants were Ian Pattinson and Fraser Steele, and the producer was John Naismith.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Jack Dee.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week at the Pavilion Theatre in the fine city of Glasgow. In the 1950s, central Glasgow became notorious for its street crime. The most prolific pickpocket, wee Jimmy Johnson, was eventually caught red-handed by Constable McVie, who dragged Johnson the length of Sauchiehall Street, past Buchanan Street, along DL Street, down Buccleuch Street, all the time beating him about the head with his truncheon, and into Rose Street, where he took out his pocketbook and charged him. Asked in court why he'd done that, Constable McVie explained that he knew how to spell Rose Street. The illusionist Henry McIlvenney worked the variety halls and bars of Glasgow in the 1950s. McIlvenney also discovered the secret to becoming invisible when he passed the hat round in a Parkhead pub. The ancestors of the movie star John Barrymore emigrated to America from here in the 1850s, and his granddaughter, Drew Barrymore, recently visited to unveil a plaque on the old family home. Now in her 40s, she still keeps her supermodel figure, which she puts down to Diet Coke and exercise, with a comma between diet and Coke. When earlier this year it was discovered that carbon emissions from Glasgow and its surrounding towns will eventually put much of northern England under floodwater, the Scottish Environment Agency immediately sprang into not giving a toss. Glaswegians were recently excited by rumours of a new theme park opening here, but it turns out Disneyland Glasgow refers to a Scottish budget airline. Glasgow's Prestwick Airport is famous as it was visited by Elvis Presley in 1960 when he made a short stopover on his way back from serving in the army in Germany. Elvis never came back to Britain again and passed away in 1977 in the toilet. But he's not the last visitor here to have died on his arse. Let's meet the teams. They are, on my left, Barry Cryer and Fred Macaulay. And on my right, Tony Hawks and Susan Calman. Taking her place at the desk next to me, please welcome our scorer, the ever-fragrant Samantha. Well, we start this week with a look at the world of literature. A visit to a bookshop is one of life's great pleasures, although it can be confusing. Earlier today in Glasgow Waterstones, Samantha tells us she asked for Fanny Burney and was directed to the medical section. In this round, I'll ask the teams to suggest book titles that would have been substantially different if just one letter was mistakenly added to the title. Barry, you can start.
50 Shades of Gravy.
Susan.
Angels with dirty feces.
Fred. Hi, Claudius.
Tony.
Angela's rashes.
Ian Fleming's Dr. Knob.
The Hunt for Fred October.
5 Go Clamping.
Wart and Peace.
Little Fred Riding Hood. I think you know what I'm up to.
Fart from the madding crowd.
Finnegan's Awake.
Don't Quixote.
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stoned.
Tarka the Rotter.
Moby's Dick.
Me, Ian Kampf.
The Man with the Golden Gunk.
Well, it's time now for a musical round as I ask the teams to play one song to the tune of another. This shouldn't be confused with Andrew Lloyd Webber's greatest hits, one song to the tune of Mendelssohn's Violin Concerto. At the piano, we have Colin Sell. Scottish listeners may be interested to learn that Colin was the man behind Wet, 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 still Radio Clyde's most accurate 3-day weather forecast. So we'll start with you, Barry. I would like you to sing the words of Run, Rabbit, Run to the tune of the theme from Swan Lake.
On the farm every Friday, on the farm it's rabbit pie day. So every Friday that ever comes along, I get up early and sing this song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, 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 rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Bang, 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 the farmer's gone. Run, rabbit,
rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't give the farmer his fun. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, run, run.
Thank you, Barry. Well, it's you now, Susan. I'd like you to sing the words of I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor to the tune of I Belong to Glasgow.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space.
Thanks, Susan. Well, your turn, Fred. I'd like you to sing the words of There's No One Quite Like Grandma to the tune of Scotland the Brave.
There's no one quite like Grandma, and I know you will agree that she always is a friend to you and a friend to me. There's no one quite like Grandma, she's there in times of need. For it's bedtime on her knee, to us a book she'll read. Grandma, we love you, Grandma, we do. Though you may be far away, we think of you. And one day when we are older, back and say there's no one quite like Grandma, she's helped us on our way.
You even clap along aggressively, don't you? Finally, Tony, I would like you to sing the words of Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood to the tune of There's a Kind of Hush by the Carpenters.
Relax, don't do it when you want to go to it. Relax, don't do it when you want to come. Relax, don't do it when you want to come, when you want to come. Relax, don't do it when you want to go to it. Relax, don't do it when you want to come. Relax, don't do it when you want to suck to it. Relax, don't do it when you want to come, but shoot it in the right direction, maybe making it your intention, oh yeah. Got to hit me, oh hit me with those laser beams. I'm coming, yeah. Relax, don't do it when you want to come.
Well, the next game is called Word for Word, and it's all about words. In the modern era, it's virtually impossible to misspell words. This is due to the pioneering work of the German etymologist Otto Correct. In this game, each team attempts to exchange unrelated words while the opposing team tries to spot a connection. Susan and Tony, you can start exchanging your words, while Barry and Fred, you should challenge to take over play if you think you've spotted a connection. So off you go, Susan and Tony.
Phlegm.
Malfeasance.
Hexagonal.
Manky.
Sloth.
Crisps.
Puppet.
Spiral.
Glove.
Thank God, Barry.
Sorry. Spiral gloves, Sixes rock group. You must remember them.
What was the name of their album?
Fit like a glove.
Remember how it went, Barry?
Yes.
Go on then.
Fit
fit like a glove. You fit me, darling. You fit me like a glove. My heart is breaking.
Very good.
Jack, did you know that fit like a glove is actually a question in Aberdeenshire?
Now I'm not sure what you're getting at. So yes, correct. Yeah, okay. I'll accept that challenge. Spiral Glove, the '60s rock group. So over to you, Barry and Fred, to carry on.
Abacus.
Tree line.
Belligerent.
Tugboat.
Susan.
I saw a tugboat that was looking quite belligerent the other day. It wasn't doing what it was meant to, so I believe a tugboat as a personification of a boat can be belligerent. Thank you.
Can be. How could you tell the tugboat wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing, was it?
Because the sailor, if that's the right term, was looking quite annoyed and shouting, "The other way! The other way!"
Well, she's actually right. I saw that as well. It was pushing.
Yeah. Thank you, Fred. It's nice to see someone playing the game with honesty. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'll accept that. So over to you, Susan and Tony.
Velvet.
Carnage.
Got their album as well, have you?
It wasn't me.
It was Fred, actually.
It was Fred.
It's
Fred.
It's a nightclub on the Fulham Road.
Velvet Carnage. And what sort of nightclub is it?
It's one of these places where women will dance in front of you semi-naked for 20, however much it costs. No idea, but I've heard about it.
The thing is, to be fair, that can happen in Buchanan Street bus station as well.
I was going to say pounds, not pence.
So, Velvet Carnage, you say?
Yes, yeah.
A place where you go for a belligerent tugboat. So, yeah, I accept your challenge. Fred and Barry.
Diagram.
Stairwell.
Tony, straight in there.
Well, you can't have a stairwell, build it without a diagram of it to start with. I mean, they go together like glove and velvet.
Yeah.
If you walk down the stairs to the dressing rooms in this building, they were never on a diagram.
That's right.
Right, we'll do one that's 9 inches, then one at 6 inches, another one at 10 inches.
Yeah. It's all right if you're sober, Fred. So I'll give that to you, Tony and Susan. Yes, that's over to you two. Oh, but there goes the gong, which tells us it's the end of the game, so we won't know what you were going to come up with next, Tony and Susan. Nor will we know who won. So on to the next round, which celebrates all things Scottish. Greenock gave the world James Watt and his steam engine. Alloway gave the world Robert Burns and his poetry. And Glasgow gave the world the secure online money transfer system PayPal Pal. Teams, I have before me a selection of unfinished Scottish quotes from various sources, and your job is to complete them. All right, so maybe we'll start with you, Fred. Here are some words of Nicola Sturgeon. I've never had a voice coach, but I am about to name drop horrendously here. I did once get some advice on how to project my voice from Sean Connery. He said it's all about where you...
shit. Chamber. It's all about where you shit in the chamber.
He said it's all about where you breathe. Susan, view this is James VI of Scotland and James I of England on smoking. It is a custom loathsome to the eye, hateful to the nose, harmful to the brain, dangerous to the lungs, and in the black, stinking fume thereof, nearest resembling the horrible Stygian smoke of the pit that is...
Muirfield Golf Course.
It's the pit that is bottomless, in fact, is what he said. Barry, some words for you from Rod Stewart. If there's one thing I've learned about women, which I try to pass on to my boys, it's...
They don't like being passed on to my boys.
It's listening. Listen to the other side of the story first. Finally, Tony, some words from a commercial for Baxter's soup. You'd have to go to extreme lengths to find a better cock.
Mr. Hawkes.
It's extreme lengths to find a better cock-a-leaky soup. Okay, well, here are some for any of you to have a go at. From Macbeth, this. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow.
Well, that'll be Friday then.
It creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. Rod Stewart again. My shows are like having a climax. It's like having an incredible natural climax. And then suddenly it's... Then suddenly it's all finished and you don't know what to do next. Gordon Brown. They should never have put me with that woman. She was just a sort of bigoted woman who...
happens to live in a palace.
She was just a sort of bigoted woman who said she used to be Labour. Dundee. One city, many...
clinics.
Many discoveries. Miss Hooley from Balamory. So, what's the story in Balamory? Well, today in Balamory it's a sunny day and everyone here is...
topless!
is busy going to work and school. Here's Sean Connery. Perhaps I'm not a good actor, but I would be even worse at...
systems analysis.
At doing anything else. Some words of Jim Taggart. There's been a...
Sail at Liddle, I got a canoe.
There's been a murder. And finally, it's the McVitie's penguin. Pick up a...
prostitute.
A little better behaved when Graham's here. I don't know. Answer, that was penguin. This next round is a musical one and entitled Karaoke Cokie. Scotland has produced many great singers, including, of course, Rod Stewart, who was born in the Bonnie Glens of North London. Interestingly, Rod's life story is soon to be made into a film, Brave Hertfordshire. Okay, for this game, teams, our audience here in Glasgow have each been issued with a kazoo, and Colin will provide the introduction to a song, which the audience will then play on their kazoos. You should buzz in, teams, if you think you can identify the song that they are playing, but if your guess is wrong, the audience must pick up again from where they left off. So are you ready for this, audience? Just to let you know, that was quite aggressive. I know you don't know you're doing it, but the title of your first song will now be relayed to you via the laser display screen. And for listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Flower of Scotland. Flower of Scotland.
So if you're ready, off you go, please, Colin. Susan.
That was amazing. And I think that was the most glorious rendition of Flower of Scotland. Oh, Flower of Scotland.
Okay, well, then, very well done. It was indeed Flower of Scotland. You're in very good voice tonight, Glasgow. I've never heard people swearing into a kazoo like that. Let's try another one. Here's a further song title for you, the audience. Ready, teams?
Donald, where's your trousers? Donald, where's your trousers?
So once again, Colin will give the introduction, and then you should pick up from where he... Thank you, Colin. Fred.
Clearly, there's something wrong with the digital display. That, once again, is Flower of Scotland.
It wasn't Flower of Scotland. I think you came in... In fairness, I think there's rather too many of you playing, and you made the bold decision to play it in the round, which didn't help. So... I think we should we'll cut it down in numbers a little bit now. Just those of you in the upper circle. Upper circle, please. I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Susan.
Is it Taylor Swift Shake It Off?
It wasn't. The air is very thin up there, in fairness. So that's quite difficult. Let's reduce it. I think we need fewer people playing for us to hear it more clearly. Let's just say just moderate drinkers only. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, just... There's Tony.
Was that all by myself?
It's Sister Mary giving us a lovely rendition.
And she doesn't even have a kazoo.
Let's not go there, Fred. Okay, we've had the upper circle. Now it's time just the stalls. Just the stalls.
Right, come on, people.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tony.
Donald, where's my trolley?
See, up in the upper circle, that must be pretty hard to take. More money and more talent. Life can be like that. Well, it is very nearly the end of the show, but there is just time to fit in a quick round of Scott's Songbook. Samantha informs me she's a fan of all things Caledonian and has only recently returned from a Scottish walking holiday. In just a week, she managed to bag 3 Munros, 2 McDoodles and a delighted McTavish. Teams, I'd like you to suggest song titles likely to be popular with an audience of Scots. So, Fred, you could start, please.
Living Next Door to Alec.
Tony.
Can You Feel the Fourth?
Susan.
Like a Sturgeon.
Barry.
Fly Me to Dunoon.
Hold Me Closer, Ya Wee Dancer.
I Just Called to Say I Love You.
You've lost that Govan feeling.
I've got another Elton John one. Pure Rocket Man.
Well, one by the Stranglers, Gordon Brown.
We all live near a Trident submarine.
If I had a hammer, I'd toss it in the morning.
Sunday Bloody Herald.
Jambalaya, aye.
Shiny Happy Peebles.
Cabers, everybody needs good cabers.
Pishing on a Star.
Is yous or is you ain't from Paisley?
I'm a Bobby girl.
Walk like a Glaswegian.
Hit me, baby, one more time and I'll break your jaw.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the vicious wind of time whistles up the real Scotsman's kilt of eternity, and the scrotal sack of serenity puckers beneath the sporran of existence, I see it's the end of the show. So from the teams, Samantha and myself, and our audience here in Glasgow, it's goodbye. Goodbye.
Barry Croyer, Tony Hawks, Susan Calman and Fred Macaulay were being given silly things to do by Jack Dee, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. Programme consultants were Ian Pattinson and Fraser Steele, and the producer was John Naismith.